Hello and welcome to my video. In this video, I'm going to discuss an out-of-body experience that I had at a time when there was a problem that I needed to address urgently. I am certain that the near-death experience that I'd had quite some years earlier was very important in me being able to have an out-of-body experience. The reason is that it made me realise with absolute certainty that I was consciousness, a conscious being, and not the body. My body is simply my garment. The problem that I was experiencing was again feeling threatened in some way. And I didn't know where it was coming from exactly, but there was a vacant house. Some people had moved out and there was a vacant house nearby. And when I looked at that place through the window, I would feel more distressed and more threatened. And I didn't understand why. How could a vacant house cause me such problems? So one evening, as I was lying in bed, I was thinking, what could I do? And the idea came that I could simply go there as consciousness myself. Purely my consciousness could go there and have a look and see what was the problem. As soon as I thought that, I felt light and I felt like I floated out of my body. And no sooner was I out of my body that I found myself outside down in the street and moving towards that house. Remarkably, I effortlessly walked through the door and into the house as if it was made of air and not wood. I walked down a dark corridor to where I saw light coming out of one of the rooms. And again, I was able to walk through the door as if it was made of air, effortlessly. As soon as I got through the door, I saw it was a large bedroom inside with a very large double bed in the middle of the room. There was a man sitting on the side of the bed, and it seemed like he had a book, but there was light flashing now and then from the book. When I looked closer, I realised it wasn't a book, it was a laptop. And on the screen, I saw that he was watching what is called a hate video. A hate video is made from a video of a real crime as it was being committed and then edited to put in the face of the person that they want to mentally attack and thus trouble, cause them distress. In this video, it was a woman being assaulted and killed, and he had the image of my face on the woman. I moved behind him and I said, "I have called the YERPs and they'll be here soon." He must have heard me mentally because he sat up straight and then started to look about himself to his left and to his right. But, of course, he couldn't see me. I then said, "The YERPs are creatures that can move through anything physical, even concrete and steel, and with their tentacles they can take and eat the black hearts of evil people. He became seriously panicked at that point, and he frantically started to gather his belongings, ready to leave. I left and floated back, and I was soon in my body again. I was barely back when I heard a car approaching on the street very, very fast. I could hear a lot of noise. Then I heard a door open and slam closed. I got up to look out of the window, and as I walked to the window, I heard a car door slam closed. When I got to the window, I only managed to see a car disappearing into the distance. He sure left in a big hurry, and he must have had someone else involved to be able to do that. This experience made me realize that our thinking and our mental perceptions are by our consciousness and not done by our brain. And this is also confirmed in the near-death experience, because the patient's consciousness, their conscious being, is what perceives the discussion of the doctor talking to a colleague down the corridor. The reality is that we are consciousness, conscious beings, and we have a physical body so that we can have physical experiences. We can experience in the physical plane. As we are having physical experiences, we identify with the body, our physical garment. So it is easy to believe that our mental perceptions and all of our thinking are part and parcel of our physical body. And science is at a loss in investigating consciousness, because not only is consciousness not physical, they are also caught up in the same problem, that they are considering that it has to be something to do with brain activity. But what else can it be? That's their reasoning. Thank you for viewing my video.